Ahoy, shipmates! Something a little unusual for this afternoon. It's unusual for me as well to get out for a flight in the afternoon. The wind had died down. Still a bit of a breeze, but it was just about good enough conditions for me to come out and have a look at the Super Servant 4. It's one of the highlights about the Port of Southampton is the variety of ships that visit, from containers to cruise ships to ro-ros. You can see two in the background, and this is a slightly more unusual. This is a yacht transport ship. I'm particularly fond of these for some reason. I think ships on ships is rather amusing. Don't know why. This is the Super Servant 4. Let's get a quick snap in here, shall we? Oh, it's very pleasing there. Nice puddles of sunlight. I think you can zoom in a bit. Yeah, that's probably a better framing for that shot. Still not used to the new drone, the way it takes pictures compared to taking video. Yes. The Super Servant 4 has just returned. You can see the name there, proudly on the bow, from Palma in Mallorca. Let's have a look what she's carrying. It appears to be a 42-foot catamaran of some nature. Quite a large flybridge boat. Oh, a nice grey one. I like the look of that. Oh, smaller one. I don't know what any of these boats are, unfortunately. Another selection of flybridge boats. I guess if you're wealthy enough, you go on a holiday, you take your boat with you. Personally, I think I'd rather be going to Mallorca this time of year rather than coming back from Mallorca. But oh, actually, surprisingly, that's a very small speedboat there. Oh, it's an interesting collection of ships. The Super Servant 4 can carry various sizes of ships, and it's also a semi-submersible. I think it's time for another quick shot. That highlights the issue with the video and the pitch taking. Really, this will be a much sharper and tighter framing for this shot. I think it's very pleasing. Perhaps the operator DYT would like a copy of that. I'd be more than welcome to pass it on. That's a better shot altogether. It's got some nice glorious rusty tones to it. Super Servant 4 is a dedicated yacht relocation vessel. Been in service since 1987, although the ship herself is 1982. In 1994, it was extended an additional 30 metres. Apparently there's an increase in growth in the yacht moving business. Comes in at 170 metres on a breadth of 32 and a depth of 8.5 metres. And a maximum draft submerged is 14.5 metres. And that gives it a 4 metres, which is probably enough for most of those pleasure boats. Gross tonnage is 12,500. Has a cruising speed of 14 knots and a maximum speed of 15 knots. I think we might get another shot here into the sun. I like challenging the new camera with more difficulty. Oh yes. It's very nice. Now we can really pull out the details from the shadows and control the highlights. Very impressive. I don't know much about the ballasting and deballasting, but apparently compressed air is available in the region of 7,500 cubic meters an hour. And the pumps are good for 1,400 cubic meters an hour. I guess they have to do with the sinking and the floating. Powered by two 3,200 kilowatt Stork Workhorse Sport diesel engines, driving at 570 RPM by two variable pitch propellers. Two bow thrusters of 500 kilowatts each. Really quite impressive. After this, the Super Servant 4 was sailing on to Holland. I think I would really enjoy shooting the vessel as she submerged and a larger ship manoeuvred on board. I don't think that's what's happening today when she's in port. I think they'll be just winching the ships off, but I could be wrong. I should have hung around and had a look, shouldn't I, really? That would be exciting to see the vessel sink down. Let's leave her to dock. The boat show pontoons are going in, smaller than usual, but hopefully see that in September. Until next time, shipmates.